Hey, my name's Brandon. I've been playing guitar since the age of 12. My dad is my biggest inspiration to why I picked up the instrument. He's a pedal steel guitar player, and he used to go to these local country music jams every Friday night in my hometown. And I really just wanted to set in and play music with my dad, so I got this old guitar, and I would sit in my room for hours and hours practicing all these chords to these classic country standards in hopes that I could sit in with him one day. And one day I was granted the permission to go along with him and set in this group and make some noise, and that was my first performing experience, so I was completely hooked on music at that point and knew that that's what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, if at all possible. So in high school, I joined as many bands as I could possibly join, whether it had been country bands, rock bands, blues bands, jazz bands, any band I could find. I was going to be a part of that if I could. And I completely immersed myself in guitar. I would read on, whether it be the internet or books or anything I could get my hands on, to learn everything about this instrument that I could possibly learn. Then after high school, I graduated and I went to McNally Smith College of Music and earned my Bachelor's of Music in Performance for guitar, where while I was there, I was instructed by some of the best teachers in the world, in my opinion. They were great. Our curriculum included music theory, sight reading, ear training, all that stuff, and also pedagogy. So we had classes where we learned how to teach. And after college graduation, I moved down to Nashville, Tennessee, and got a job as a touring guitarist with country music artist Ryan Daniel, and that's currently what I'm doing now. But while I was in college, I taught private lessons and paid my bills, basically paid my way through school with private lessons. Taught students from the ages of 8 to 65, teaching ear training, theory, sight reading, technique, performing etiquette, equipment, whether it be effects pedals, amps, pickups, different types of guitars, that sort of thing. And also the history of guitar, which I find very important to learn, where all these, the very guitaristic things, where they came from and what they're rooted in. I find that adds a great deal to an education, and that's why I like to incorporate them in my lessons. Like I said, my name's Brandon, and that's why you should choose me.